pronounce your last name?
My last name is pronounced Schoultz.
Schultz.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrew Schultz.
Yep.
And what's your background? Your career related to art? I mean, your educational background.
My educational background? Well, I went to the Academy of Art University in San Francisco for art, but I would say there's a lot of aspects of what I do that would be more related to being a self-trained artist. I grew up doing things like graffiti and skateboarding, and I was very interested in comic books and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff was like sort of in my informative years of like being out on the streets, painting graffiti, doing stuff like that, skateboarding. I was also into comic books, tracing comic books, cartoon-orientated stuff. I would say an important aspect of being into things like skateboarding and graffiti is just sort of living your life sort of outside of the box of sort of what in many cases is normal. Like as a skateboarder, you're skateboarding in the street, you're using a lot of things in the street for things that they're not necessarily made for. So you're thinking about everything around you in a very different way. I'd say the same of graffiti. You're painting walls, you're doing things that maybe aren't necessarily legal. You're, in the public space. You're utilizing what's around you with what you have. And another aspect to that as well is just that, a lot of times too, it's like, I didn't grow up rich or anything. It was very much a do-it-yourself sort of like making fun of things, the simplest things like drawing on cardboard or whatever. So that's kind of like a lot of the early stages for me. And my father was also into drawing a lot, and so of course I wanted to emulate my dad by drawing and copying what he was doing. And I guess as time went on, skateboarding kind of led me from the Midwest of the United States to California, San Francisco, in the late 90s, where basically at the time it was sort of like the epicenter of both skateboarding and graffiti and painting in the streets. And also that's where I chose to go to school to get my education as an artist.
So basically, at what age did it all start? When you realized that you want art, you love art?
I mean, I've been really from very beginning, like 4, 5, 6 years old, I was already drawing and painting. I was very, like I said, I was very initially copying my dad.
So it never dwindled. Like there was a time that you got disappointed or you wanted something else for your career?
No, not really. I mean, there was definitely a heavy point in my life where I was like more into skateboarding than I was into like art and painting. But to me, it was always one and the same. It was like a lifestyle. Like I paint my skateboard, or like skateboarding was a creative outlet for me as well. And they all everything was kind of one and the same for me. But I never really dwindled away from art. I was always doing it. I was always making it. And so it's really from the beginning, that's what I was.
How good are you in skateboard?
I mean, I was borderline professional for a few years, but I still skateboard every day, or not every day, but
But if given a choice, skateboard or art?
Well, of course, art at this point. I mean, for me, like, to make a long story short, like, skateboarding, you're very limited by your youth. It's a young man's game. You're falling, you're hurting yourself.
Okay.
And that's really at around the year like 1999, 2000. I was living in San Francisco in art school, but I was also skateboarding for companies and doing all this stuff. And I got really hurt, and immediately it was like kind of a reality check that I really needed to focus on something that I could, build into the future. And that's when I really focused everything into art from that point forward.
iyong hilig, ano man ang iyong ibig, kahit saan ka mang panig. Wazzup Pilipinas! Pagkain man o pagyaman, biyahe man kung saan saan, kahit na sino pa ang iyong angkan. Wazzup Pilipinas! Wazzup Pilipinas! Halina at libutin ang ating mundo. Wazzup Pilipinas! Aming ibibigay ang inyong gusto. Wazzup Pilipinas! Ang show na ito'y para lang sa inyo. Wazzup Pilipinas! Tutok na sa Wazzup Pilipinas. Ibutin ang mundo, kainin ang gusto, alamin ng tamang daan kung paano ang umaseso. Kasama ang buong tropa ng Wazzup Pilipinas, aming ibibigay sa madla at ipapadanas ang saya ng Wazzup Pilipinas. Tutok na sa Wazzup Pilipinas, ang saya dito sa Pilipinas. Ihahatid sa inyo ng Wazzup Pilipinas.